Well, does that look familiar? I've been sitting in my shop for I think 4 or 5 years. That's the frame to my 36 Chevy pickup, which is sitting up on that little thing I made there. And what we're going to do, we got all these pieces. You can see we got stuff, some of the stuff's painted, some of it needs to be put back together. Some of them were just pieces I bought on eBay over the years and just threw them underneath this tarp. I just pulled the tarp off of it. There's the steering shaft with the steering gear. But anyway, what we're going to do is transfer all that stuff over here. The reason is we're going to start working on the truck again. And tell you my plans quickly, that I'm going to move it right here in this void spot, and the boat will go over here where the truck's at. And that way I can easily pull it straight out into this area to work on it. I wanted to put some concrete down. This is, it looks like dirt, but it's actually a gravel, a pea gravel of some sort, but it's got a lot of dirt in it now. But I would love to be able to take this all up, and because it's all underneath everything up to where the slab is from both walls. So I'd like to get that cleaned up there. Kind of see a little bit of it, but anyway. And I wanted to scrape that all out and put concrete in this year, but I don't think it's going to happen again. So what I want to do, get this junk off of here, get it stacked, kind of get it sorted out, and then I'm going to pull the frame up here to work on it. And what we're going to do is remove the springs from their perches, and we're going to take the torque tube, which is fastened to the back axle. We're going to take all that out so that I have a bare frame. I have located a fellow that will sandblast everything for me for a reasonable price, so we're going to get that done. I want to get that sandblasted, and then I want to get back here and throw some paint on it, and then from that point I will probably start working on this back axle, or what I can start doing is assembling the front axle and putting everything back together there, and then get this all sandblasted back here. Get that back axle. I've got shocks and stuff I see hanging down there I got to take off. But anyway, there's a spot in the frame. I don't know if we can see it or not. I don't see it right now. But had a little rust hole through it, and so we're going to take and patch that. But you can see from it sitting getting kicked around, I bent one of those. It's not a big deal. But there's my front axle, and we've got the kingpins to put in, everything to set. I've got front drums painted, and I got flywheel to put on. So a lot of things, side covers, here's the front springs. And so we're going to get all this stuff put together, and I want to get the frame painted like I said, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, you can see there it's kind of thin, pretty thin there. It's really pitted badly. So we'll have to take a look at that to see what we can do just on that side. But anyway, once we get the frame off and get it sandblasted, then I'll be able to scope things out a little bit better, get it all painted up, and then start dropping stuff in it. And when I get the front end, like I said, on it, and then once I get the back axle blasted, painted, and serviced, we will go through stuff to make sure everything is up to snuff, the ring and pinion and things of that sort. But anyway, that's got to be put on, and then we're going to drop the motor in it, and the transmission. And here's my transmission. I moved it up front here so that it will be in view, but I want to take it apart, and of course it's a mess. I'm going to clean it all up and take it apart and check everything out on the inside, because if you remember, that transmission was full of water when I bought it, frozen. So we drained the water out of it, but everything has got that really heavy grease, so I'm hoping it didn't do a whole lot of damage. There might be some bearings and stuff that got pitted, but we'll see. That's the plan, friends, so stay tuned for future truck videos. Thanks for watching and subscribing.